Welcome back, guys, to the second game of the evening. Team Finally on the blue team is going to be taking on Team Dared on the red team. As always, I'm going to introduce the boys on blue. My buddy here is going to introduce the boys on red. So here we go. On Team Finally, we got Xenotronics taking out the Uller AD carry. Supporting him is going to be Geb, played by Ytry. Connor609 is going to be taking the Thor into the jungle. Shadow Chair playing the mid Isis. And Spectre going to be playing the Bakasura solo lane.
And for the opposing team on the red side, we have Team Dared. Merd1, I think that's how you say it, is Shibalanke. Trek741 going to be playing Hercules support. Robin Hood going to be playing Hoon Bots in the jungle, it looks like. GMXZ going to be Poseidon, and Socking going to play Tyr in the solo lane. All right, so
so
any
both
heavy
these
hammers?
teams have really good
No
early
heavy
game.
Yeah, I was waiting to see a heavy hammer.
no
I
heavy
didn't get to see
hammers.
the builds. No heavy hammer, just the bluestone and a hog, which is a safe route to go. And having bluestone on Hercules is really, really nice. Keeps that mana up quite a bit. But yeah, early game on both these teams, man, I would not invade either side.
Well, the problem with Heavy Hammer Hercules is if you're going to go for an invade, you're not going to have a hog to clear the jungle camp. So that's
Right.
the problem with getting a Heavy Hammer. But the thing is, it doesn't matter if you're getting kills, right? Because you just kill the whole team and then you take the camps for free anyways. But that's not going to happen this game. And it looks like there isn't going to be any invade, so both teams electing to play it safely. Definitely understandable for Team Fireline as they have the more passive early game. But Dared could have looked to invade the left side jungle.
Yeah, which is a smart way to play if you can, but you know, sometimes it'll get you caught out or behind if you can't successfully do it. But I mean, even lanes so far, we're gonna see Thor. Thor might rotate early. He is gonna leave early, really, really early. Maybe looking to gank mid right away, which would be a great play if he can actually get the kill. But it looks like he is just gonna come, not gank, but help clear wave, and then they're gonna go do back camps, which is a standard thing we see now.
They might invade Team Dared's back camps, and it looks like
yes.
that's
what I meant to say.
Considering how
I didn't mean to do their back camps. Yeah, if he's going that early, they're going to go do the other team's back camps just because they can. I mean,
right,
there's
and
no one there to
Humbats
stop
needs
them.
to watch out for that.
And he's just now leaving lane, so that's going to be rough for them. If you know, he can't do anything about it. If he sees Thor leave that early, and Poseidon made that call saying, "Hey, they're invading our back camps," he needed to go do their back camps on the right side down low, because those are free to him, knowing that Thor and Isis are all the way up on the opposite side of the map. Granted, he didn't have Hog because he didn't have Hog 2, which a lot of people don't like to start Hog 2. So he didn't have Hog and didn't want to waste that much life trying to get it, you know, solo it. But sometimes it's worth getting that XP because now he's behind a little bit. That whole back camp. Thor sitting already at level 4. Connor609 we saw last week killing it on the Thor. Hopefully he brings his A game again this week and really just lands all those dunks like we saw last week because it was pretty devastating.
So far, both teams playing a really passive early game to be expected once everybody hits 5, and it looks like Connor609 is going to make a massive rotation onto the right lane. Right lane, Trex is going to get dunked, and he's going to get killed by Xenotronics, so that was a really quick gank. First blood going the way of Xenotronics. Fed carry, you don't want that to happen.
I was barely able to get there.
Level 5.
Like, he literally just hit level 5, and I was looking to go right on him. I couldn't even click him fast enough before he dunked down. Like, that was an insanely fast gank, which is what you want to be doing. If you can do that with Thor and you know how to manage his mana and his health, which Connor seems to be doing just fine given he's full on both, you can dunk that early, and now they're going to secure mid camps because of that. Hopefully. We see a huge rotation here.
Big. Well, Poseidon doesn't have ulti yet, neither does Humbat, so Team Dared has to be really careful. But Tyr is going to make a rotation. It looks like they're not even going to contest these camps. They're going to go to left.
And they're gone.
But, well, they're gone already, so that was really well played by Team Fireline, rotating quickly. Those mid camps mean a lot in the early game, especially in this new meta where, you know, every jungle camp is going to be down for the most part. Looking at the graphs, Team Fireline is just out-farming Team Dared, and with that first blood definitely helps. 1,000 gold, 2,000 experience is what separates these two teams. And while Team Fireline is going to keep the snowball going.
Yeah, I mean, they're just playing it. At mid camps, we saw 5 people. 5 people from Fine Line all there ready to fight, ready to go. And in the right lane, we might see Sokkin go down. Spectre just burning him down with Butcher Blades. Nice play there. He took a little bit of damage from the tower and the archers.
Well, Sokkin got completely destroyed there. You have to be careful when you're going up against a Bakasura that has his ultimate, because you're not fighting him.
He didn't even have to burn his ult.
He ulted you.
He didn't. He just beat him down with Butcher Blades. He might have used it earlier and got him down low health. So. He used it to get him down to low health, but the misplay was when the ult was down even. He just fearless into the wave, and usually, I mean, if you have enough mana, you
can't do that.
You know, you want to use your blue stance, your defense stance, go through the wave, and heal up, and then fearless into your own tower if you can, away from people. But look at them, a 4-man rotation right now onto the red buff for Team Dared. They're going to lose their red buff right now, going to try and contest it right now. We might see Poseidon try and go for something. GMXZ looking to maybe get a Whirlpool Kraken on all 4 of these people right here, with Hercules trying to maybe set something up, but they're just too slow. We see Fine Line just walk right out of that with their red buff, and they can't do anything. Look at them right now. They're thinking, they know where they are. They might try and set something up right now, and they still might be doing a nice stun from both of them. The silence coming out too, but it's not going to be able to do enough damage to burn him down fast enough, but did poke him out, and they're going to miss some lane clear because of that.
Team Fine Line right now, I feel like they want to gank somebody, because, Connor 609 has his ultimate up, and it looks like Connor 609 is going to try to invade. Look at the right lane. Spectre just popped his ultimate. Stalking might take a spill here. Stalking is going to get dove, but not going to take a fall there. Spectre backs up. Very smart play by him. Had he dove the tower, he could have got outplayed by Tyr. But Connor 609, constantly looking to invade as he's trying to invade right now. Look at this positioning by him. Really aggressive. Robin Hood is going to have to jump out. Gold Fury. The problem with this movement is Gold Fury. Is that if you have a jungler or 3 players in the solo lane, then the opposing team just goes for a Gold Fury. However, look how scared Team Dared is. They don't even want to go for it. This is the problem.
I don't think they have enough
Hercules support.
Oh man, I didn't even catch that one.
Spectre's gonna get a kill on Robin Hood. All right, so Connor went into the sky. He dunked. He dunked Robin Hood, and then the follow-up came from Spectre, so that was a really easy kill. Robin Hood just getting caught out there, and it looks like they dove the tower. Trex might be in some trouble right now. He's going to get aggressed onto, but mid camps are coming up. This is going to be the point of contention. Team Dared cannot lose these mid camps because they're going to be falling so far behind on experience, but it looks like they're going to lose both of them. Yeah. No contestation.
They couldn't even get, they tried to do right lane, but Thor just spun to one and hogged, and I mean, you can't do much against that. He can just burn those so fast. You have to CC him and stop him out of it. And Poseidon doesn't have any hard CC to stop him from moving, so that's just rough. We see Sokkin get a nice fearless on him, but Bakasura is going to ult out. We see Poseidon in the left lane. They're pinging Poseidon right now, saying, hey, he's over there, be careful. Fine Line has nice wards. Well, left lane is all warded up. We see one at top, mid, and low on that, and we see one on top and right on the right side. They know exactly where Dared is this entire time. Bluern sees Hunba standing right there. He knows Robin Hood's looking to get some nice axe from him. He's going to get a huge chunk of damage burned down on him. He missed his one, unfortunately. That would have really put him down, but he's still going to force Robin Hood to possibly...
There's going to be a massive rotation coming into the left lane. Look at Connor 609. Gavin's going to use his ultimate. Y tried knocking or stunning Red, but nothing's going to happen because both, Dared is just going to retreat into their tower. So Gold Fury might get started up here.
Yeah, I'd like to see 2
players back from Team Dared.
Granted, we do see a nice rotation from GMXZ and Trek 741 going there. They know that they saw everyone back. They thought, so they had a smart play in thinking that they might try and go for it. We saw them kind of just show presence and push them off it because of it, most likely. Granted, they still could have probably fought that or baited something, but we're seeing Connor get a little bit aggressed on right now by GMXZ in the mid lane, but this is setting up something else. Robin Hood's going to come in here as well, but they're sharing it.
Well, the whole side of Gold Fury there is that Team Dared had their ults up.
Right.
So, I mean, Hunbat's ultimate can just knock people away, so they're not going to be able to attack the Gold Fury if they get Fear No Evil.
Right. Let alone
not to mention, they also had the Kraken. They also had a Kraken. Kraken there.
Yeah, they could
so
secure.
you don't want
They
to
could use that as a hog if they wanted to. You know, Kraken can kind of help secure that Gold Fury if it's low enough potential. Just cracking that and anybody near it, and you can sometimes secure it with that. We're just seeing a lot of people sitting in mid lane right now, trying to make something happen, possibly on Shadow Chair. But Shadow Chair is playing it really smart. No, it doesn't even take an overhand smash. Robin Hood taking one shot from the tower there because of it. I mean, Darrett is trying to make some plays happen here, which is good. But we might see Robin Hood in a bad position.
They need to be really careful right here.
Get out right now. We do see Whirlpool come out right on Isis, and the Hoonbot's ult is going to come out. Nice crack, and Robin Hood is going to finish off Shadow Chair. But we see Connor 609 up in there. Who's he going to land on? He misses everyone. Unfortunately, that could have been a triple. But we see now Spectre in there pops his ult and just takes down GMXZ.
He's going to kill GMXZ, but Stalking is here, knocking 2 players in the air. Watch out, he's going to ulti. That's a lot of setup right there. It looks like Stalking is going to live just with the bare skin of his teeth, and Humbat is going to jump in, going to take out Spectre right here. Connor 609 is trying to do everything he can. So
hopefully has the hammer.
Connor 609 is going to take out Robin Hood right here.
Let's see the hammer.
On the chase, Trax.
He doesn't have enough.
He's going to sell
he doesn't have enough mana to hammer.
Why try with the shield? Going to come in and save him, it looks like, in the knockup as well. Disengage. Connor 609 is going to make it out alive. So all in all, that was a 2 for 2, I believe. Or 2 for 1, because Stalking didn't die in favor of Dared. So Robin Hood, the only person to go down for Team Dared.
Yeah, we see Dared get the first mid camps of the game. Because that was a great Hunbat's ult. I mean, he was in a bad position, but he was smart enough to pop that beads and get out of it. Meanwhile, we saw GMXZ come and rotate, a nice rotation from him, and because of that, Kraken took out Shadow Chair. That opened up a lot of possibilities. Taking out Shadow Chair really
Look at what Fineline is doing. I love this.
Ullr is soloing
so
that
Dared is a very team fight oriented team, but hang on, Dared might force Fineline back. In fact, they are going to force Fineline back with the Gold Fury. I was going to say that Fineline going for the Gold Fury was a really smart idea if everyone piled onto it, because Team Dared is a very ulti based composition. They need to fight with their ultis, and they can't really fight if their ults are down. So the team fight just happened. Right, they're all back up now, but before
they weren't at the time.
When Fineline started the Gold Fury, they weren't at the time. It looks like Mr. Red is gonna initiate onto Xenotronics. Xenotronics might be in some trouble. Triple Lock ultimate is gonna come out. Xenotronics is gonna juke for his life.
Hard.
Mr. Red is just missing all of his autos, but he lands the last auto that seals the deal for Xenotronics. Right now, Team Fineline isn't doing anything with their lead. Thor isn't in the sky. Thor isn't dunking any people, and this is what Shadow Chair, or sorry, what Connor needs to work on. He needs to lay down the aggression, especially when he has a lead like that. He needs to be dunking people left and right, even if it's not the greatest initiation. While Team Dared is pretty far behind, so chances are he's gonna make it out alive, especially considering how quick Thor is in the movement. Wytry might get caught out here. Wytry is going to take a Fear No Evil to the face. Wytry is trying to juke behind the Gold Fury. 3 players smacking down him. Poseidon Kraken is going to come out. Wytry is still alive. Shadow Fury gets a kill on GMXE before he falls. Wytry is going to get healed up by Circle of Protections. That is massive, but he is finally going to take a spill right here. So that's jumps in. Robin Hood's gonna take that kill. Spectre is gonna come. Spectre might be able to get the kill before Connor falls. In fact, Connor just lives barely with any health. Spectre saving his life right there, killing off the Humbats.
That was
Mr.
close.
Red is just gonna...
He only has like 50 health left. He did not make it out there with much. And that was smart on Robin Hood's part to try and just finish off that kill. He knew he was kind of out of place, and he used his jump to kill Wytry, so he really couldn't escape anyway. So he was like, well, I'm at least going to maybe get a double kill out of this. We see Xenotronics right now just taking down Shibalanke. Murd can't really fight Xenotronics. Xenotronics kind of outplaying him right now, and Ullr is a really, really strong ADC to fight. Really hard to fight against him, especially because he has that hard CC and can pretty much 100 to 0 you within like 3 seconds just from his 1, his 3, and then just a few auto attacks. Stalking is just taking that right tower. Ooh.
3 tower.
Whole right tower because of that
this
whole
is the problem with rotating.
And we see some pings right now. We just saw some pings from Fineline, I think, telling Xenotronics Gold Fury is up. You could have soloed that whole time you were messing around there. Otherwise, it was Dared pinging it saying, hey, watch for Ullr. I'm trying to maybe solo that. There is no wards on Gold Fury right now. No one has vision of it. We finally see...
and that's why everybody's scared.
Yeah, they are. They should be, too, because they don't know exactly what's going on. But the problem is Dared has all their ultimates up. But so does Fineline, but Dared has a better ultimate fight than Fineline does, because it takes a little while for some of Fineline's ultimates to go, and Ullr doesn't have an ultimate.
Right. Well, all. Uller doesn't really need an ultimate health.
No.
Connor 609 is gonna take those guys right now there. It looks like he's gonna dunk onto 2 players right here. Massive ult's gonna come out. Poseidon Kraken isn't gonna do too much. GMXC is still alive, so is Robin Hood. It looks like Xenotronics is finally gonna be able to get the kill on the Poseidon player right here. Finally might take a spill. I mean, White Tribe might take a spill. White Tribe cannot fall here if they want to go Fury. Mr. Red is just trying to do everything he can, but isn't gonna get the kill. Spectre gonna take out Trex, and Mr. Red is also gonna fall. Robin Hood alive with barely any health. Socking also alive. We need to see Socking rotate to these fights a lot earlier, but he might have to. He's gonna have to make something happen here.
He's trying his best. He had a nice double fearless
he's not
right
doing
there.
anything right now. He needs to back up right now because he's gonna get stunned. Bakasura coming in. Socking is a really hard target to kill, and he's just gonna Lawbringer out, and he's gonna live it or live.
He had a really nice fearless there, but I mean, he just wasn't able to burn him down. And without that fearless, he uses fearless and his 2. He has nothing left then. He kind of burned everything. He has to save his ultimate to get out, especially when it's a 1v5. He was just trying to get in there to do it, but he doesn't even have Hog 3, so there's really nothing he could have done in that fight anyway. And we're seeing we're seeing Spectre just force him out of lane. He's just keeping him out of that lane right now, and Spectre has to be really careful to not get pushed under the tower, but he knows that he's in his blue stance, so he wasn't going to get fearless. Smart. That's just smart, knowing your surroundings and being able to work with those, especially against a tier, is smart. That's why paying attention to your enemy's cooldowns is a really, really big thing, and especially if you have teammates calling it, you can really avoid some problems, because sometimes you want to go in, but you can't because you don't know what they have. And if we take a look, Track 741 might be pushing. He does get the push onto Xenotronics. Xenotronics has to beads out just to stay safe, but we see a counter initiation from Waichai right now, not able to shove anybody into Xenotronics anyway, and they are just going to disengage because of it. Unfortunately, they weren't able to make anything happen in the left lane. I mean, we need to see some more aggression from Fine Line. They had such a huge lead. Granted, they still have a really big lead now, especially because of that Gold Fury that got their gold difference way back up. We see the charts just jetting right back up there to 4,000 gold difference. But in the mid lane right now, we're just seeing, I mean, Shadow Chair is getting strong. Shadow Chair is really starting to hurt. The stacks are really coming out on.
Well, he's not that far ahead.
No, but it's just starting to hurt people like Robin Hood just came in there and took a wing gust and got pretty hurt because of it. And that's, I mean, Warlock Sash is pretty dangerous on Shadow Chair. Granted, it just takes a little while to get you there, but it is started stacking now, sitting at only 2 stacks, unfortunately. But that took a little while to get there. That's 16 minutes in, just now starting to stack that. That's a little rough.
Well, Poseidon is down 0. He's down 3 kills. He's actually died 3 times, but he's staying at the same level as Shadow Chair, so that was really good by him, not falling too far behind on levels. Levels is what is going to matter at this point in time. There's some aggression in the left jungle. It looks like Team Fireline wants to make an initiation happen. We see Spectre is just going to jump in, but going to get delayed by that Whirlpool. That Whirlpool just do so much damage, but looks like Spectre is still going to initiate anyways. Shibalaki Ultimate's going to come out. Fear No Evil's going to come out. Looks like Spectre might take a fall, but he's going to get saved by Gam. 609 lands on one person, gets a kill on GM. XZ Stalking is going to come in with the double fearless, taking a kill on Spectre. Xenotronics is forced to jump out. Shadow Chair already uses ultimate there. Doesn't do that much damage, but he looks like he's going to get the kill with, onto Robin Hood. Stalking is in the front line. Mr. Red's going to take out Connor 609, and this is going to be a full-on retreat from Team Fireline. Shadow Chair might take a fall. Xenotronics is going to kill Trex right here. Shadow Chair takes a spill from from Stalking. This is just a bloodbath. White is going to fall to Mr. Red 1, and all that's left alive for Team Fireline is Xenotronics.
Ooh, I mean, great. Mr. Red had nice autos there in the back line. He was just chucking those bolas, and he landed a couple really good ones, enabling him to snag a few kills. Now we're starting to see him with 3 stacks on his passive. He's going to start to really show a lot more presence in these fights because of it. And look at him right now. We're just seeing him regress onto Xenotronics. He just cleared that whole way, but a nice stun there by Xenotronics. He's missing a ton of auto attacks. Xenotronics has the upper hand here, just trying to chunk him down as fast as possible, and he might do it. This is going to come down to autos. Xenotronics does take down Mr. Red with just a better played 1v1 right there. Same level. That was just great 1v1 action there on the ADCs. And Xenotronics just stomping those autos. I mean, he hardly missed any, and he needed not to because Xbalanque has he's a little bit stronger in terms of auto attacks, especially when we see a little unconventional build right now with Heartseeker and Hasten Fatalis on Xenotronics. That is really interesting to see that.
And it looks like Xenotronics is going to get a tower right now. Xenotronics might get a free tower, but GMXZ is coming in on the rotation. He does have Kraken. He's going to crack his Xenotronics, but it's not going to do much damage. Xenotronics is going to turn this. Xenotronics balls to the wall, popping the sprint. Connor is going to steal a kill from him with the dunk. And this looks like it might be another tower.
It might be tier 2 tower, which I hope it is.
It might be tier 2 right now.
That would be great if they can do it.
Well, Robin Hood might look to defend. He's hovering over the wall, but
I think he just used his jump, so he couldn't do it. They just melted that tower.
Look how fast Fineline took it. He just melted that thing down.
Well, that's partly due to the Heartseeker stacks and that Hasten Fatalis. I mean, he does a lot of power in hands, and he's just shooting really, really fast, especially when he pops a steroid. He can really, really chunk you down in no time, and they have to be really careful because of that. We're going to see Xenotronics really be potent in a lot of these fights now because of that. Granted, Mr. Red is going to be doing it as well, but they're going to aggress Goldfree, which is a really nice play by them right now. They know that they used a lot. Fineline used a lot to try and get that. And Fineline's going to turn around and tell him, no, they can't just get that for free. But we might see Xiaochair in some bad places. Robin is going to take him down. Fear No Evil with nice push there onto Y-Try. Y-Try is getting chunked down, but the ult comes out from Y-Try, gets him with the shockwave. We're seeing Mr. Red in the back line really, really hurt. And Xenotronics lands a 3 and takes down Mr. Red. Very nice 3 there. He needed to land that, and he did. We've seen a lot of really nice skill plays from Xenotronics, but uh-oh, Connor 609 is going up there. He's looking to take down Hercules or Poseidon. Poseidon might be in a bad position. This is going to be a 3v1, and he lands right on top of him. Spin to win, takes him down. Connor 609 takes down GMXZ, and this might be a free Gold Fury, but they can't do it necessarily. Socking rotated right in time to try and keep him off of it, and that was great rotation on his part. Granted, he should have been there a little sooner. Oh, that was rough.
Oh man, just engagements happening everywhere. Team fights super chaotic right now. No one's taking any objectives though, except Socking gonna be taking down the tier 1 tower in the mid. He might get aggressed onto here, but Socking's a really tanky target. He's gonna be fine. He's here. He has like what, 1 million escapes? But Goldfury's not being taken. Fire Giant's not being contested. 20 minutes into the game, you expect to see more aggression from Team Fineline, considering that they're up 9 kills, 9,500 experience, 6,000 gold. It just doesn't feel like that because they're not initiating as much. They're not invading the jungle of Dared as much. This is the problem with Team Fineline, is that they just don't capitalize that well with their lead.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Here might be aggressive onto Robin Hood. Robin Hood right here is not gonna die because he just jumps out, but Goldfury is gonna get aggressed onto right here. Xenotronics trying to bring this thing down to half health. Trex needs to make something happen. Trex is gonna get CC'd. It looks like Trex is gonna get Goldfury. He pushes Connor 609 out of it. Thor is up in the air. Where is he gonna dunk? He's gonna dunk onto Trex, and Trex looks like he's gonna take a fall beside Kraken. Isn't gonna do that much as it only hits Y-Try in the center. Y-Try the tanky target. You don't want to focus on that. Spectre's gonna come in from the right side, gonna be coming in from the back, gonna be taking down a lot of players right here. Robin Hood's gonna take a spell as he tried to Fear No Evil. Surrender Bowl is gonna come out from Team Dare. Socking is gonna get aggressive. The Socking is gonna get CC'd forever, and is gonna take a spell. And this looks like a Fire Giant if Team Twilight wants to go for it. But instead, they're just gonna set up for a tier 2 tower right here in stasis mode. Nope, just kidding. Stasis mode is only gonna be here for a brief second, but they're gonna take the tier 2 tower. It looks like Connor 609 needs to be careful, and indeed they're gonna do that.
Yeah, I'd like to see him take these objectives. If they can get right tower, at least tier 1 down, the wave is almost right there. Xenotronics can take this in no time on his own, and that's what he should do. But he has to be really careful because we're seeing Connor back right now. He might get caught out. He does have to hammer away because of it. But we're seeing Xenotronics just able to push the tower, or push the wave up there to the tower, not able to finish it off because Mr. Red does stay there and looks to go save it. But he can't do a whole lot because of that.
Trex trying to do some dewarding right here, but Xenotronics is going to be taking them out. So, as we head into the late game, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
How is Dared going to come back from this massive deficit?
They're going to have to steal something like Fire Giant or get some picks from Fine Line. Honestly, I don't know what else they can do. They can't really initiate too many fights unless they're in a good position. But they have great initiation because Robin Hood's ult can really mess with people if it's smart, and he needs to take out Connor and Shadow Chair if he's able to do it. Then they don't have a lot of, I mean, they still have a lot of push though because of it. It's so hard because like the priorities are really rough to figure out who they want to go on to. Fear No Evil is going to come out. They are not going to be able to take down anyone right now, but Shadow Chair's Circle of Protection is going to come out. The ult is popped. It's going to heal him right back up. We're seeing Hoonbots try his best to get him. Robin Hood not able to take anybody down. We're going to see 2 people take down though. Shadow Chair is going to go down. Meanwhile, Trek 741 goes down as well. Tier looking to be in a bad position. He wants to get out. We see Connor 609 chasing him down right now. He's going for it. Spin to win coming out. He's just so tanky. He's not able to do it. But Spectre's going in as well. He jumps for it. I would have rather seen him take down Mr. Red and Poseidon in the meantime, but he is going to just try and shred him. Fearless coming out. He does pop the beat. Spectre going to take him down. In the meantime, Connor 609 going to take down Mr. Red, and he's looking to aggress on GMXZ at the same time, but the Whirlpool comes out, and he has to walk away from it. But they're just looking to go Fire Giant
because it's soloing the Fire Giant.
Yeah, it's free.
Tries to solo this thing to have health, and now, yeah, Team Fine Line is going to take this for free, like you said, after getting 2 kills. It's really good, and this comeback from Team Dared is looking really bleak right now. Poseidon just not doing any damage. He's level 14. Hang on, to say that, look at Robin Hood. Robin Hood is going to get a rest out of the, but beautiful stun coming out from Xenotronics. Connor 609 is going to get to take the kill from Xenotronics, and this tier 2 tower is bound to fall. So as I was saying, Poseidon is one of Dared's main damage sources right now, but however, he's 0-7-2. No kills by his to his name so far. Only 12 stacks on the Warlock Sash. He's not going to be doing any damage, even with his Kraken, because he's just so far behind.
Well, and he has to land it too. He's missed a few of these Krakens, unfortunately. And that's really putting him behind. I mean, even now, if he does land it spot on, they're just going to kind of shrug it off and walk away from it. He doesn't have the burst he needs. He only has, he only has Shoes of the Magi. He has no power. He just doesn't have anything. He really needs something like Spear here to be able to at least get another big chunk down, but that's a long ways away.
At this point, I'm not sure if I agree with this Warlock Sash build, considering how far behind you were from the beginning. Because you only get the side way ahead, so you can, not die in these engagements and put yourself in a awkward position. So I think I would have liked to see a Book of Thoth over Warlock Sash if you were going for a stacking item. But the item that I wanted to see come out the most is probably an Obsidian Shard. You need the penetration to get through the Sovereignty armor.
Right, and I honestly don't like Warlock Sash much on Poseidon anymore anyway. It just feels like it takes him too long to really hit that power spike that he needs. In the meantime, we see Xenotronics just poking these guys down, trying to some wards down, really trying to ward up deep, kind of trying to get rid of that sentry ward they have there, but they were able to save it. They know it's there, and they do end up throwing another one down to do it. They're just prepping for these Phoenixes right now. They're all grouped up. They all have Fire Giant, but they're going to need to pick off a few people before they can actually take these down, unless they can just have a great fight where Xenotronics doesn't have to be in it. Meantime, Xenotronics just chunks down Mr. Red, and, down to a third of health. He has to go back to the fountain in order just to survive. Geb is going to start tanking this. Circle Protections comes out, and we're going to see the Spectre just ulti, make Socking have to ult out as well. Hercules is getting burned down. Trek 741 is going to go down to Spectre jump. The Kraken comes out and only hits Geb and Isis. But Isis, she had an Aegis ready to go. Spectre is going to take down GMXZ in the meantime. This is going to be the Chaos Titan most likely. They don't even need to finish too much. I'd like to see him finish in Hoonbots though, just to be safe. Why try sitting in the front there? A little bit of trouble for him, but 2 Phoenixes are down. This is going to be really rough for them to even be able to save it. Dared in a really bad position right now. 2 Phoenixes down. I don't know exactly what they want to be able to do. They're not winning fights even under the Phoenix.
Well, what they need to do is just survive at this point. Hamaz is doing most of their damage right now. He's got a Deathbringer online at this point. This comeback's going to be pretty hard. Triple Anke is going to have to get that Deathbringer online, go for the big crit, so it's all going to be RNG. But there just feels like they're lacking damage. Also, every time I watch GMXZ use the Kraken, he doesn't land it on important targets. He always goes for Y-Try, which is, the easiest target, but he needs to land that thing onto Xenotronics. Look at what Xenotronics built. He bought Shield of the Underworld. What? Alright.
What?
Alright. Alright, man! Okay, so this item is good on AD carries because you can box the enemy AD carry really well. They're not going to be able to box you efficiently if you have this item activated, because simply they can't lifesteal and also the damage reflect. But otherwise, I mean, this is probably just trolling. He probably just wants to reflect a ton of damage back to him. Yeah, it doesn't really need it. They're up so much. They're up 17,000 gold, 24,000 experience. They can buy whatever they want at this point. I mean, heck, I want to see a heavy hammer come out from Xenotronics.
I mean, granted, he is going a different kind of build. He did double stack Heartseeker and Dev Gloves, so it's kind of nice.
A lot of Fatalis.
Yeah, I mean, it might be nice with that just because he is throwing a little more out, but he's not critting near as much yet, especially because he only has Rage 1 online. Could be, I don't know, he's literally just buying it for Mr. Red, though. That's the only reason he's buying it. Like, that is not effective on anyone else. I mean, Hunbots, it'll help a little bit, but really not that much. It's definitely going to be just because of that. We see Winion sitting on the Titan right now, taking it down. It's going to force Robin Hood to go back to base, Mr. Red to go back to base. That's a lot of their damage right there. They are going to be really lacking a ton of burst without him there. But we just need to see Fine Line finish this. They need to put the nail in the coffin and just.
What was this Shibalanke ulti for? What was that Shibalanke ultimate for?
I think they might have thought Fine Line was coming in, so they tried to go for it. Look at him force this gold or this fire giant right now. Tyr is gonna go up, socking up in there. He ults on it, but that was way too early to be going for that.
He's got
Yellow's gonna
he
come
needs
down.
to steal this.
Oh my gosh,
Darren is gonna take the fire giant right here. Xenotronics is gonna be in the backline. Spectre is in some trouble, but he's not gonna get focused. Dare got the fire giant. This might be the beginning of a comeback, but GMXZ has to live here if they want to come back. Look at how much damage Xenotronics does every time he hits this player.
He just has to land one, and then he can just last forever. Like with that haste and fatalis, he's so hard to get rid of, and that's exactly what we're seeing right here. He lands one, and he can just sit there and go bang, 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 and he is so fast you cannot get him off your tracks. Right now, we're going to see him and Mr. Red go at it, and Mr. Red hits him, and it hurts really bad. But they have Geb there for shield. Granted, Y-Try has not a lot of health right now, so he really wants to be careful, especially when Robin Hood's coming down the lane with Magi's Blessing ready to go, going to be able to knock that off. But their Titan is sitting down at about 50% health right now. They have to be careful. One team fight could end this. Even if they don't go for Dare the team, they just take their Titan. They could just walk in and really, really push it hard. But we're going to see both Phoenixes come back up here in the meantime. Left one already up, mid one just coming back up as well. Chaos Titan sitting at 43%. But they have the Fire Giant. They can farm a little bit. They can sit there and turtle and win some of these fights because of it.
They can stabilize right here. That's what's important. Provided that they don't get backdoored, because Thor is a really potent backdoor god. You have a lot of mobility, especially when you have a Titan's Bane. And speaking of Titan's Bane, the problem with Xenotronics' build is that he doesn't have penetration, so he's not going to be doing a lot of damage to objectives. Well, he still is, but I mean, Titan's Bane would have helped them a lot more than that. So, yeah. But then again, they have Thor, and Thor can take out the penetration. Thor can penetrate the armor or the protections of objectives pretty well. So at this point, Dared Fire Giant, they're just gonna have to stabilize if they want to come back. Hold up, there's gonna be a team fight happening right here. Gia XC is gonna take it out instantly. This is not how you come back, ladies and gentlemen. You can't die like that. You can't get caught out. You can't get caught out of your Phoenix. And look at how much damage Mr. Red's going to be taking right here. Spectre is just going in with the ultimate, going ham. He almost takes down the Hercules, but beautiful Fear No Evil going to be saving Trex right there. Left Phoenix is going to get Greston, they're going to get bursted down. And Fine Line might just take the game right over here if Dare can't make this defense. But they're going to play it safe. They're going to get the right Phoenix, it looks like. They're focusing on it, not even going for kill. So very well disciplined play for them, because they know that Minions, or Winions as I should say, is approaching their Titan. And there's going to be a team fight going on right now. Spectre is in some trouble right here. Y-Try is going to get aggressed onto, and he is going to get taken down by Mr. Red. But Y-Try is not a very important target. He is only the support. Saki is going to miss the Fearless. Shadow is going to get aggressed onto right here. This is the problem with Isis. You don't have an escape, except for your circle protections if you consider that escape. Shadow is going to be a really awkward position, and he is going to fall. And Thor, Connor 609, has a lot of people behind him right now, just waiting, just trying to get the ball. But Xenotronics is in the base right now, but he's not gonna kill the Titan. He's not gonna backdoor this thing.
he is going to be in some trouble.
indeed
I don't know
might be
why
in some trouble.
Socking is Socking needs
Oh,
to not
man,
back.
Xenotronics.
If they didn't, they needed to not back there. But we're seeing Xenotronics just try and get away. But that slow from that jump is going to be too much for him. Robin Hood going to be taking the last hit on him. Granted, the Titan is taking a ton of archers right now. That is going to be really rough for it. We're going to see it go down back to 51%. That's smart on his part to get those Phoenixes down, but I don't know why Xenotronics was sitting up there and not helping his team, or at least just backing off. It's not like he was going to solo the Gold Fury or the Fire, excuse me, the Titan at all. On his part, I see both of these meters up, so that's what I go for. It's not like he's going to be able to take that on his own anyway, even with one wave of fire minions. It would have taken him a little bit of time because, like you said, he doesn't have a lot of pen, and that's, he just got caught out for it. He doesn't need to. Now he lost 25 stacks from that Heartseeker. Sell the Heartseeker for Titan's Bane? Cough? I mean...
Well,
it's
Heartseeker gives a... Right, but thing is, the movement is also really good on Heartseeker. That's kind of the underrated part of the Heartseeker.
Right,
It gives you 8% movement, so it helps you box and chase.
But he's already got haste and
you're right.
Fatalis. Like, he's got a lot of movement speed. He doesn't necessarily need it. And Titan's Bane would just really help secure these, I think. I mean, then he could have done it. I don't know. I just, in my opinion, I would have rather go for a Titan's Bane now. It's one of those deals where we see that do more, that late game do more, but I really hate because if it goes down, people sometimes just hang on to it for way too long, and they don't need to.
I think Firelight is falling victim to the, hey, I'm ahead and I'm going to do whatever I want disease, because that's how you throw games. And they've already lost... push up their lead. I mean, they're still up, like, what, 20,000
really
experience, 17,000 gold? It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter.
Just look at the builds. That's the only reason it matters. But
right.
O'Connor 609 is going to go up in there. Does land on no one. He's going to miss everyone because of that. They're going to force out Geb ulti. Going to be only hitting Hercules right now. They are running as fast as they can, but huge chunk of damage going to come out on Trek 7 for 1. He's going to go down to Shadow Chair. We see Socking in the back line trying to just get out now, trying to group up with his team. Kraken is online. Hopefully we see a decent Kraken here from him. He can really turn this fight around if he wants to, but if he get burned down too fast, Fear No Evil going to come out. They aren't going to take down anybody, with Spectre in the front going to take down GMXZ, and they are looking to finish this game. The Titan is sitting down at 35%, 23%. They're just going to finish it really fast. Fine Line just taking it right to the house, 35 minutes in. That was a great play by them. They needed to just finish it, and they did exactly that.